Steele here with another weekly betting advice video. And I thought this week we would catch our breath. There's been a number of videos posted over the last weeks that deal with fundamentals and the principles. I've given you some foundation now to begin to build your education and knowledge as it relates to sports handicapping. So this week I'm going to deal with the how and why personally I got involved in this business. You can take away from it what you wish and then see how it fits into your lifestyle as well. Well, the how. There was a while back, we're going over 20 years ago now, so I guess I'm going to date myself, and it was pre-internet, believe it or not. And I had a buddy that knew a bookmaker. And I was very knowledgeable and always had a passion for baseball. And my education and background is based on numbers. So he asked me on a given day to pick who I thought would win the games that night on the baseball menu. So I went and applied my knowledge and told him what I thought was going to win. And off he went and did whatever he was going to do with the so-called bookie. And this went on for about a week or so. And after a week, my buddy came back to me and handed me $2,000 cash. And I was hooked. I thought this was the easiest thing in the world. It was time to quit my job. And I was about to become rich simply doing what I love, and that is watching baseball and crunching numbers. Well, needless to say, I didn't quit my job, thankfully, and quite a few years went by before I decided to do this endeavor full-time. Yes, looking back, it's not the easiest thing in the world, and I have made every mistake in the book, and as you already know, one of my goals is to share those with you. You're going to make your own mistakes, but I can shorten your learning curve, and I can attempt, at least anyway, to have you not make the same mistakes that I made. And so after that initial success, call it beginner's luck or whatever else you want to call it, I went belly up many times, had to go to the sidelines many times, tried to perfect what I was trying to do, and realized there was much more involved in sports handicapping than what I had originally thought of simply trying to pick a winner on a given night. But I do have persistence and perseverance, and I am stubborn, and I do have a love for this business and a passion, and eventually I did fine-tune my approach and was able to begin to do this full-time, and that was well over 15 years ago now. So what are some of the primary reasons why I got involved in this business and became so dedicated? Well, it does provide you with freedom, especially with today's technology. There is no boss, no employees, no huge capital investment. I do love watching sports, the pure competition of humans battling and the sense of not knowing the outcome. This is really the ultimate reality type of television. I do love numbers, as I mentioned, and I do like analyzing them. Money, that's obviously another prime consideration, and it does provide you, at least in the summertime, some amount of free time in order to enjoy it. And obviously, when you have a passion and love what you're doing, it doesn't really feel like work, and the hours do fly by. So there's really nothing I can compare to sports handicapping that prevents the intellectual challenge and mental stimulation that this provides. So that's the how and why I did get involved way back when, and why I am still involved and still have the same energy and passion for this business as if it was my first day. Now, handicapping is not simply reading off a few trends or stats and using that as your basis for winning selections. The line maker and the markets are far too sharp for us to be able to get away with that. When I make a bet, it's based on a number of significant reasons why this is the right team, the right size, the right side, and it's further confirmed that it's not already encompassed in the line. For everything you do look at, you have to evaluate. Is this already in the line? Is it already being factored? That means I haven't found the value that I'm looking for. Or it is something that the markets have miscalculated and it's not involved in the line so far. So you look for all those factors wherever you can, things that are relevant, avoid the things that are not relevant, and then apply some logic to this particular matchup. You can't fully teach someone how to do sports handicapping. That comes with experience and time, and like most endeavors, you learn the most by doing it yourself. But as I've mentioned before, I can teach you the fundamentals and avoiding some mistakes to put you on the right path. Most of these issues, especially these types of issues, some of it comes from experience and instinct. No, we're not talking about just using your guts to make picks, but there is obviously the factor of experience that helps as well. So over a lengthy time period and trial and error, these are things that I would highly encourage for you to develop as well. Everyone starts with the same data. We all have the same important information at our disposal. How we interpret that information is determining whether and how we are successful or not long term. Now, don't fall into the traps and the frauds that are out there that are preaching some type of inside information. There is no inside information. And truly, if someone did have inside information on a game, would they really be sharing it with you? At the same time, try and avoid the ability where you come up with 100 reasons why to bet one side and then 101 reasons why to bet the other side. You really haven't come and approached anything and found anything of value in that one. Generally speaking, there's probably no weakness in that line, so you simply pass and move on. And you should also include things in your analysis, as we've mentioned before, such as scheduling and situations, emotions, motivations, etc., etc. Handicapping a game is a very detailed, specific discipline. Don't get swayed by the talking heads and all the hyperbole out there. As you know, that's especially prevalent in football, and all this false hype. Tune it out. Or if you are going to listen to that kind of stuff, assess it objectively. A lot of times take the contrarian approach, because all those talking heads are going to do are sway the markets to go on what they're talking about. And a lot of times you're going to be able to find value on the opposite side of that matchup, because the markets have eaten that up and pushed it to a value on team B, which really wasn't prevalent before they started talking about it before. So as a sports handicapper, what you want to do, you always want to be reading between the lines, looking for value and looking for those edges so you can find weaknesses in the line. So again, today I just wanted us to catch our breath. We'll get back into some more nuts and bolts next week, but I wanted to share with you my personal history, the whys, the hows, and why I got involved in this business. If you have any questions as far as anything contained on this video, feel free to email me. My address you'll find on my website, and you can ask me anything you want, and you will get a prompt response, and I'll share with you anything from my past that may help you moving forward yourself. Now, if you'd like to find out what my official bets are for today, or for any other day for that matter, you simply have to go to my website, download my app, which is available in the Google Play Store and also the Apple iTunes Store. Those links you'll find on my homepage at the address pshltd.com. In addition, I would highly encourage you to follow me across social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. My handle is @RickSteele99. This is going to give you all the latest sports betting news and also provide you with alerts every time that I update the app throughout the day with new picks. In addition, feel free to like and comment on any of my videos here on my channel. However, most importantly, I hope that you find these videos to be helpful. And on that note, I would appreciate if you could support my channel by simply clicking on the subscribe button. I thank you in advance for your support.